But the biggest thing is that he has joined Steven Spielberg, giving them $825 million, and he's become a partner with them.
Unbelievable. I mean, these local theaters, it's a great way to start promoting movies, without having to go through the big blockbuster cinema houses.
That's right. And you know what? Their first movie is about Martin Luther King Jr. Wow. You know, Steven Spielberg has been working with the family of Martin Luther King to get the rights and the others, but Ambanis are right there. They want to invest in their movie, and for distribution, it's going to be Disney here in America, but it's going to be big cinema in India.
Wow, that is impressive. Talk about partnership that really could reach billions of people.
Now they're coming in. You know, I want to tell you that what I like is the thinking wide by some of these businessmen in India. Used to be we have very narrow vision, but now they can think big. This is big. Martin Luther King movie, $275 million. Hope to make a $2 billion, just like the
Avatar movie, right?
Avatar movie.
Well, to your point, you know, Avatar has been recognized. In fact, it received over 9 nominations for Academy Awards. So the Oscars this year should be very exciting. It is now the #1 movie of all time in terms of domestic gross, and just the amount of money it has made, over $2 billion worldwide. But did you know this? I thought was interesting. If you adjusted for inflation, do you know what the #1 movie of all time actually is?
Which one?
It is not Avatar. It is not even Titanic. It is Gone with the Wind.
Oh, yes.
Right? I mean,
oh, yes.
Still the perpetual classic.
Everybody in America has seen it. No. If not once, at least twice.
That's right. Well, let me just read you the list because it's interesting. #2 is Star Wars. Again, we shouldn't be surprised by that. #3, Sound of Music. #4, E.T., the Extraterrestrial. #5, The Ten Commandments. In fact, you have to get, #6 is Titanic, but you have to get all the way down to #26 before Avatar shows up on that list.
I beg your pardon, ma'am. That's a wrong math, because they've been gone and done from anywhere from 10 years to 50 years, whereas this thing has only been down, 10 weeks?
Of course.
Oh, it's got so much more to go.
It does, and it is truly a spectacle. But I want to go back to your earlier point about how there's these new emerging partnerships between Bollywood and Hollywood. Well, similarly, it's happening on television. There are actually 2 new comedies that are in the works, one by Fox called Nirvana, and one by NBC called Outsourced, that might be coming to local television near you. Nirvana has actually been piloted a few times. The original pilot had Kal Penn in it. It's about an Indian-American pair of brothers and their Indian-American parents, and all the tensions and strife that come from within. Actually, it turns out that Nirvana was remade as a movie about the Mexican immigrants. So this idea, this theme has been floated around before, only it was more relevant and locally popular with the Latino community, so they went that route first. But now people say it's time for the Indians to make their big splash. And Outsourced is an office comedy about an American who gets shipped off to India to manage a ragtag group of customer service reps. It's really a show about America as seen outside of America. In other words, it's about how the U.S. and Americans are viewed from the Indian perspective. So there's comedy on both sides here.
Yeah, which is like what the Russians say. We don't understand why you eat so much and then try to exercise. You know, so I guess a very similar thing, looking at America from outside of America.
That's right. But I mean, I wish them luck, and I hope that one of these shows succeeds so that we at least gain a little more prominence and are able to show our artistic and our talents.
Now, you know, folks, we have introduced you to Dr. Pandit and Dr. Sudha Patil. They're Nirmata Wine. In the DC magazine of this month, nice to see that they are getting a plug. They are now starting to market themselves. Last year was the first year when they actually started testing room on their winery. Folks, by the way, if you go there, you'll get chicken tikka and samosas, and then you take wine. And the wine that they make, the midnight wine, it's slightly sweet.
So it's meant to be eaten with a spicy
Very spicy food. Yeah, it goes great with it. Folks, up next is a conversation between India Film Society and Georgetown University talking about their joint venture to present to all of you some classical Indian movies over the next 1 year. So stay tuned for that.
You know, I'm really glad that they're bringing these old movies back because
Yes.
they're hard to find on the big screen, so at least we can go back out and enjoy them with our families once again.
That's right. And of course, wine and cheese doesn't hurt.
No, definitely not.
Well, folks, that's about all we have for you. You have a wonderful weekend. Namaste.
Namaste.